This setup is the best AR to be using in ranked play. The new ISO Hemlock is a little bit better at close to medium range, but if you're trying to get those kills at long range, this is going to be the perfect setup for you. So in this video, we will be going over two very good CDL setups. This is the setups that the pro players use, and then we'll go over a public match setup. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the class setup that I was running in the gameplay. I believe these are going to be the best perks, field upgrade, tactical, and lethal for public matches. Say you are using this setup in ranked, make sure you have a combat knife. This setup is a little bit slower because it is a pro player setup. With the map, you're going to be able to rotate a lot quicker. Like, this is a must if you are running this in the ranked play. For the tactical, run a stun. For the lethal, run a frag grenade. And then for the perks, you want to run EOD, double time, and fast hands. Lastly, for that field upgrade, I would just run the trophy system. Unless you are playing search and destroy, then you want to run the dead silence. This is the pro player setup on the TAQ 56. This thing is a little bit slow, but you have absolutely no recoil, so it works very good for ranked play. Also, I will give you guys a very good public match setup, so stay tuned for that one. On the pro player setup, you want to go over to the stock and you want to add the TV X-Line Pro. This can add a lot of mobility without having that many cons. That crouch movement speed is going to be very helpful in rank just because you aren't the most aggressive player. You are going to be slowly moving around the map, and crouching makes it so the enemies cannot hear your footsteps. And then since we are losing a little bit of our recoil control, you want to go over to the rear grip and add the combat grip. For the public match setup, I would run the clean shot grip, but on ranked, you really got to run that combat grip. And then for the tuning on these attachments, bring up the ADS speed, and this isn't based on a linear scale, so you get the most amount of ADS when you bring it to here. And then for that bottom bar, make sure you are always strafing in your gunfights, especially if you're using this setup. If you strafe, it gives you more aim assist, and so it's going to be a little bit easier to hit your target, plus you'll be a harder target to hit. For the tuning on the combat grip, make sure you increase the sprint of fire speed. Across the board, every single gun has a slow sprint of fire. On the left bar, if you increase the ADS speed, you're going to lose horizontal recoil control, and that's going to be very noticeable at long range. So I really recommend you guys to keep that at 0. If you're playing public matches, you can probably increase the ADS, but for the, oh my days, stop with the tuning. For the ranked play, you really just want to make sure you have a lot of recoil control with the TAQ 56. With that said, we are going to add a little bit more recoil control, and we are going to be doing that by adding the phase 3 grip. This is the best underbarrel for recoil control. This is going to take a big hit to our ADS speed, which is annoying, but on ranked play, you're not really going to be rushing. You're going to be holding angles, making sure people don't like rush past you. For the tuning on the underbarrel, I would just increase that horizontal recoil control by increasing recoil stabilization, and then for the bottom bar, increase the aiming idle stability. This should pretty much eliminate all the sway on the weapon. If we take a look at the iron sights, this thing is not moving at all, and so you're not going to have any unpredictable recoil in your gunfights for the most part. Next up, you guys want to go over to the barrel and add the Tundra Pro barrel. Since you are using this weapon at long range, or like medium to long range, this is going to take one less shot at range. Although it is going to bring down the ADS speed by a lot, like I said, though, it doesn't really matter that much. And then for the tuning, dude, it just likes to tune by itself. It's so annoying. It's nice that we can use the D-pad now, but it's like it still moves by itself. For the tuning, you guys want to increase the recoil settings. This should eliminate all the horizontal recoil on the weapon, making it very accurate at long range, and then obviously just max out that damage range. And lastly, for the last attachment on the pro player setup, I will give you one more variation. We pretty much just run a muzzle, but the setup that I like and a lot of other pro players like is going to be with the high velocity rounds. If you are playing the public matches, the armor piercing is going to be better, and then you just want to tune it as the same way as we're going to tune the high velocity. Max out that damage range and the bolt velocity, so now you're going to have about 5 to 10% more damage range, and then the gun is going to feel a lot better because the bullets are leaving our gun and hitting the enemies a lot quicker. So here is the pro player TAQ 56 setup. I will give you guys one more variation, but this is the most popular setup that people are running in ranked play. So another great TAQ 56 setup that a lot of people use in ranked play is this exact thing, but you want to swap the combat for the clean shot. Then you're going to want to increase that sprint to fire speed, then keep this at 0 just so you're not losing too much recoil control. And then you want to take off the stock, go over to the muzzle, throw on the Cronin OP44. I bet you guys haven't really seen this one too much, but a lot of pro players like to use this muzzle. For the tuning, you then just want to increase the recoil stabilization, reducing the horizontal recoil control. Then for the tuning, you want to increase the gun kick control, reducing the vertical recoil, and then increase the recoil stabilization, reducing the horizontal recoil. And last, you guys want to swap out the phase 3 grip for the commando grip. I don't really know why a lot of people like the commando grip when the phase 3 I believe is a little bit better, but for this setup, most people do run the commando 4 grip. And lastly, for the tuning, you guys just want to increase the recoil stabilization and the aiming idle stability. And then if we take a look at this weapon, you guys can see a little bit slow. You can't really rush as much, but on ranked play, you're literally just holding angles, making sure people don't go like cross the flanks, and you're just kind of covering your aggressive players, and so this setup works very good for that. I just prefer the other one. Here is the full overview of the weapon, and I really do recommend you guys to watch the gameplay. I'm doing a full-on breakdown, like I'm doing a commentary over my MGB, just showing like how to use the weapon. Just before we hop into that though, I just want to give you guys one more very good setup for like the public matches. You want to run the Tundra Pro barrel, swap out that stock for the Cardinal stocks, keep that on the clean shot. Take this off and add the armor piercing, and then for the underbarrel do the shark fin 90. Then for the tunings, you guys just want to pretty much increase the overall mobility of almost every single attachment. For the shark fin and Tundra, we got like recoil control. For the rest of the attachments though, we're just going to increase in the overall mobility and allowing you to rush a lot more, just to show you guys like how it performs. Way quicker ADS speed, and then the recoil control is still there. It's just like on the ranked play, every single shot counts, and with this setup you might miss a few bullets. And 19 years later, let's get into the banger MGB gameplay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here is a little voiceover. I have done these in the past a lot, and a lot of you guys liked. Oh, look at that crossbow. There's a way to get the crossbow. It's a little glitch. I don't know how to do it. I need to watch a video, but I recommend everyone doing that because the crossbow seems pretty good. And so like I was saying, I have done these commentaries a lot and people like them. I don't really know why I stopped doing them because they are pretty cool. And right here, you guys will see I'm playing a lot slower with the weapon. I'm not really going to be rushing. I'm going to be pre-aiming angles, letting the enemies push me, because this thing doesn't have the most amount of mobility. I'm just trying to predict where the enemies are at, letting them push me, and if you play like this, especially in ranked, you'll do very, very good. Even on ranked, you got to play way slower. It's like a whole different like play style. You got to play unbelievably slow, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, so we died again. I believe we start to get the nuke on this life. These guys are a little bit better. The comment, like the death comms are very, very funny. At the end of the match, they were just like super, super pissed off, and they're all like a little bit older too, kind of sweaty players, but overall, not the best players. I just got the nuke mainly because of the slow play style. Makes it a lot easier to streak up and get your KD up when you play very slow. Dude, I cannot speak today. I got to do more of these commentaries, practice my commentary. I believe we get a lot of kills through here. Yeah, they just keep funneling in. I could rush into the dome, but I know that if I do that, the spawns might flip. So I'm staying back, letting them continue to spawn over there, and I can just get easy kills. And with this setup, there is no recoil, and you have so much damage range that you shouldn't really ever lose a gunfight at long range. And like no horizontal. That's one thing I don't really like about the TAQ, is that there is a lot of horizontal recoil. Luna, do you want to be in the video? Oh, my kitty's over here. I'm gonna have her feature. Luna, look, I got an MGB. Isn't that crazy? MGB, can you commentate for us? She wants to play so much. With this cat, I don't know why, but I have to play for like 2 hours a day. Like, she's more work than a dog. I'm like, what the hell? And like in the summer, I take her on walks and stuff. And she's so needy. But then again, it's because I don't have another cat. I just have one, so I have to be the entertainment for her. I do want to get another cat soon. I just live with my grandparents, and I don't want to, you know, get another animal in the house. Luna, look. We're about to shit on all these people. Okay, you want to go? Okay, bye. Dude, she'd be... If she was a human, she definitely would be like an OnlyFans model, because she just loves flashing her ass at the camera. Luna, you stink. Did you take a shit recently? Jesus. What are you doing? Right here, look, guys. I'm not moving at all. I'm literally just sitting back, letting them push me out. I'm on the 15. I'm not going to be rushing at all, especially because in this game, sprint to fire speed is slow. That guy sees me, I just turn around and lay down. With an SMG, I might ego him, but right there, played it safe, lay down, let him push me. You do not want to be predictable. Call of Duty is a game of predictions. That's why it's so helpful to have the advanced UAV up, because you don't really need to predict the enemies. You know exactly where they're going to be. Over here, I think I almost died. It was a little bit sketchy. 2 people pushed in. I didn't see until last second, but that advanced UAV saved my life. Pretty much when I have the advanced, I'm not even looking at the center of my screen. I'm just looking at the advanced UAV. Oh my days, we're just piecing them. Look at that, boys. It is too easy. This setup overall, I don't really like it. I'm more of like an aggressive player, so in ranked play, I usually use like the Vaznev, which I do have a very good Vaznev setup. They added a new attachment to it, so if you like the Vaznev, really recommend you guys watching that class set gameplay thing, that video. Get flashed. Right here was a little bit sketchy because I thought he was going to rush me. That guy with the crossbow is a little bit good. He's just not doing that good because he's using a freaking crossbow. I wonder if you get the crossbow, then save as a blueprint, will you be able to use it even after they patch it? Right here is a little bit sketchy. I hate when you try to jump, but then it has you jump on the ladder. It's so annoying. Over here, just playing it very slow. I could rush into the dome, but I don't have a advanced UAV. So I don't really know where they're going to be coming from, and I don't really want to get rushed. If I get rushed and I'm not ready, I'm going to die with this setup. This setup's only good if you're like pre-aiming. And there's the motherfucking MGB. Leave a like for that, and let me know in the comments. Do you guys want to see more commentaries like this? I think it's pretty fun and a good way to mix things up. Also, my ISO Hemlock video, I guarantee you that video has the best class setup for, especially for ranked play. If you like that gun, you got to check it out. And then I think we do die a few times, but I just want to show you guys that, you know, it's really based on the playstyle, how slow you play when you get these nukes. You'll see me playing a little bit more aggressive and I will be dying. Just showing you how this game favors a slow playstyle. I just have more fun rushing, so typically after I get the MGB, I'm like, fuck it, dude, I'm just going to rush around. Let's see this, let's see this. I do think we go on like one more little streak. Let's see, let's see. Right here, I was going to rush them, but nope. You just sit back, let them push you. With the public match TAQ that I showed you guys at the end of the class that portion of this video, that one you can rush around a little bit. It's just with the pro player setup, you do not really rush. You have to pre-aim everything, let them flood into you. That is literally everything. I think this is a streak right now. Maybe. Let's see. By the way, I don't know how I lost that gunfight on God. I don't know how I lost that, but right now, boys, I got freaking COVID. Honestly, it didn't affect me that much. It did affect me enough to where I couldn't really stream because I just kept coughing and having to blow my nose, and I had a decent headache. But after taking some painkillers, you know, the headache was gone. I was chilling. But now we're feeling a lot better. It was nice. The COVID only affected me for like 10 hours. Like, it really wasn't that bad. Right here, I'll see you guys. Look, I'm using the knife to rotate around the map. I should have died right there. If he was a better player, he would have killed me. But you want to use your knife to rotate around, because with this setup, you're going to be slow. And since you are going to be holding off flanks, you want to use the knife to get to those areas. So then, you know, you can just get them before they rush in. Right here, it's super annoying. That is one thing I don't like, is that when you have a knife out and you go to swap your weapon, there's like a delay. And it's very annoying because then you always knife the air, then you cancel that swap animation. Happens a lot in Search and Destroy. I'm rushing with the knife. Like on Fortress, I jump up into this window, I have the knife in my hand, I go to swap my weapon. Then it doesn't swap quick enough, and so I knife the air because I go to ADS, and then the guy kills me. Super, super annoying. Do not like that at all. I wish they would take that out. Like, make it so you can swap your weapon quicker. Also, if you guys see me YYing a lot, the YY, it makes it so your hands are always ready. You know, if you're like sitting somewhere ADSing, your reaction time isn't going to be as good when someone runs around the corner. If you've been sitting there ADSing for like 10-15 seconds, if you're ADS for like a second, you'll be fine. And so it pretty much just keeps your reaction time up. Just make sure you are good at YYing so you don't like accidentally swap to your knife in the middle of the gunfight. This gets everything ready for you. And oh, this TAQ, very, very good for wall banging. Especially, see right there, I'm trying to swap my weapon, but the game was like, no. So it's like, okay, I gotta go for the knife. And if you are going to knife the enemy, you have crazy lunge as long as you put that white dot on them. If the white dot isn't on them, that center dot, you're not going to have the best lunge. Oh god, the sneeze, the COVID sneeze. Oh, it's just sitting here. It doesn't want to come out. How did I lose that? Like, what the hell? See, these guys are like decent, but they're also bad. You just got to like outsmart them, just outpredict them. That's what I was doing at the beginning. Plus, I was just spawn trapping, so that got me so many easy kills. Come on, come on. Let's see what else happens. Let's go. Season 2 overall, I think it's a very, very good season. I like it a lot. Actually, I think it's like a 6 or 7 out of 10. 4 of those points came from ranked play. Dude, oh my god, I'm so sorry. My nose is stuffed up again. Ranked play really saved multiplayer. Without ranked play, this game would be dead again in like a week or two. Dome really refreshed everything. We just need like more maps like this, because like the Dome makes it so fun. It actually flows. You always can find people. 6v6 plays great. I would like to see 8v8 or 10v10. I think that would really revive the public match scene. Right now, though, ranked is just carrying everything, and so pretty much every single setup I give you guys is going to be for ranked and for public matches. And again, a lot of time for like the ARs, ranked play, you got to play very slow. SMGs, you can use that same setup in the public matches and in ranked. It's just the ARs, you play very slow in ranked play compared to public matches. That's also why I don't really like being like an AR person. I need to rush, and I don't have the patience to sit here for 10 hours. Yeah, I think I call in the MGB now. We just died a million freaking times. Yeah, we're right about to call it in. Let's go, boys. And then, you know, once the nuke drops, I'll take away the face cam and you guys can see the reactions. It was pretty funny. One guy wanted me to 1v1 him, and then I couldn't find his name or anything. MGB, let's go. If you want to get better at the game, really recommend subscribing to the channel. I upload every single day and drop nukes live on stream. And so if you want to get better, really do recommend you guys subscribe, and a like would be appreciated. And I'll let you guys hear the trash talking. You guys are straight ass. You guys are straight ass. So bad. Worst players I've ever seen in my entire life. Could do this in my sleep. I have COVID and I still dropped the nuke. I just dropped a nuke on your ass. What do you mean 1v1? You're gone. Dude's gone. Dude's blown up.
I bought a yard today. Let him pay it all, yeah, like bird.